What is this Hardy-Weinberg law or equilibrium state? A person who has allergy, the type of antibody produced in his body is what? IgE. Both the interacting organisms do not live close together. The primary urine, the first urine that is formed in the glomerulus is called, the posterior pituitary does not produce the hormones of its own kind, but it receives the hormones from the hypothalamus. So Hardy-Weinberg, it's also as we call it as Hardy-Weinberg. Hello everyone, welcome back to Karnataka CET 2016 analysis. Hope you all know that cracking this competitive exams needs more of presence of mind, and you need to be very careful while marking the right options. So in today's session, I'll be starting with Karnataka CET 2016 analysis. Right. Moving on to the question number 1. In a taxonomic hierarchy, the number of common characters will increase as we go from. I think all of you know in linear hierarchy there are 7 taxonomical units. So each higher rank contains what? Several lower taxa. And species is lower rank than the kingdom and genus. As we go higher from species to kingdom, the number of common characters goes on decreasing, not increasing. It goes on decreasing. As we go higher from species to kingdom, the number of common characters goes decreasing. Here they have asked what? In taxonomic hierarchy, the number of common characters will increase as we go from what? Lower the taxa, more are the characters that the members within the taxa share. So, as we go from kingdom to species, it will increase. The number of common characters increase. As we go from species to kingdom, it decreases. Right. Now, what are the options? Option A. Option A is given species to kingdom. Option B, kingdom to species. Then option C, class to order, and option D, genus to species. So as I said, in a taxonomic hierarchy, the number of common characters will increase as we go from kingdom to species. Which is the option where you find kingdom to species? Option B. So option B is correct. Option B is correct. Moving on to question number 2. Which one of the following statement is correct? Statement A. Chasmogamous flowers are always exhibit geitonogamy. What is geitonogamy? It is a transfer of the pollen grains from the anther of a flower to the stigma of the same flower, same plant but different flower. Cleistogamous flowers always exhibits autogamy. Chasmogamous flowers never exhibit autogamy. In chasmogamous flowers, we find both the anther and the stigma lying closer to each other. And option D, cleistogamous flowers exhibit both autogamy and geitonogamy. What is autogamy? It's nothing but self-pollination. In as you all know, cleistogamous flowers have both male and female reproductive orals and are closed even at maturity. So they are closed even at maturity. They show what? Self-fertility. And cleistogamy is a type of what? Self-pollination. Self-pollination means what? Autogamy. Autogamy, in which the pollen are transferred from the anther to stigma of the same flower. So more or less, what is it? Autogamy. So hence they show what? Autogamy. This is the right statement. So this is wrong. Chasmogamous flowers always exhibit geitonogamy. Wrong. Cleistogamous flowers always exhibit autogamy. Correct. Chasmogamous flower never exhibit autogamy. Cleistogamous flowers exhibit both autogamy and geitonogamy. So option B is correct. What is that statement? Cleistogamous flowers always exhibit what? Autogamy. to question number 3. E. coli bacteria grow in NH4Cl medium for several generations, are allowed to grow in NH4Cl, 14 NH4Cl medium. After 2 generations, the bacteria are isolated from the medium and DNA of bacteria centrifuged in cesium chloride, CaCl. The result of the density gradient of DNA is. So as you all know, Michelson and Stahl showed the semi-conservative mechanism of DNA replication, and centrifugation separates the macromolecules in different bands of density gradient. So here you can see the difference in the density gradient, which can be collected as a pure fraction. So after the first generation, the density gradient contained only one band having HL nitrogen, only one band. But after the second generation, so after 2 generations, the bacteria are isolated from the medium and DNA of bacteria centrifuged in CaCl. The result of the density gradient of DNA. So after the second generation, the density gradient contained 2 bands. What is the nature of the 2 bands? One will have hybrid DNA and the other will have light DNA. So one will have what? Hybrid DNA. So the density gradient of DNA is what? One will have hybrid DNA and the other will have the light DNA. So what are the options? Option A, only hybrid DNA. Option B, both hybrid and heavy DNA. Which is the answer? Hybrid DNA and light DNA. So option C, both heavy and light DNA. Option D, both hybrid and light DNA. So A, only hybrid DNA, wrong. It should have both hybrid DNA and light DNA. Both hybrid and heavy DNA, wrong. Heavy is not, light DNA. Then here both heavy and light DNA, wrong. Here both hybrid and light DNA. So option D is correct. So what is that option? Both hybrid and light DNA. Question number 4. In which type of interactions, as you all know, population interaction, both the interacting organisms do not live close together. Like we have parasitism, predation, mutualism, commensalism, competition, right? So in which type of interactions both the interacting organisms do not live together? I think all of you know in predation. It is an ecological interaction where they do not live together. They do not live together, but one hunt and feeds on the another. Predator and prey concept, right? So, but one hunt and feeds on the other. The organism who hunts is called as what? Predator. And the one who is hunted by the predator is called as a prey. So, which type of interactions? Both the interacting organisms do not live close together. Option A, predation. Option B, parasitism. Mutualism. I think all of you know parasitism. Mutualism, plus plus. Both are benefited. Here, minus minus. Right? So, here, so which is the option? Option A is correct. Option A, that is predation. Option A, that is predation, is correct. So, in which type of interaction? Both the interacting organisms do not live close together. Moving on to question number 5. Facultative absorption of water from primary urine is influenced by the hormone. As you know, the primary urine, the first urine that is formed in the glomerulus is called the primary urine. So, is influenced by the hormone. So, all of you know that the nephrons are the functional units of kidney. Functional units of kidney. And the facultative absorption of water is done by what? Vasopressin, which is also called as ADH, anti-diuretic hormone. This vasopressin actually is produced by hypothalamus, and this is received as neurohormone by the posterior pituitary, So you call it as neurohormone. And pituitary is divided into anterior pituitary and posterior pituitary. Anterior pituitary produces the hormones of its own kind, like FSH, LH, MSH, right? But the posterior pituitary does not produce the hormones of its own kind, but it receives the hormones from the hypothalamus, namely vasopressin and oxytocin. All of you know that oxytocin is also called as what? Birth hormone. At the time of the childbirth, oxytocin is released, right? But so vasopressin is the one which is responsible for what? Facultative absorption of water from primary urine. So option A, androgen. Androgen is what? Male hormone. So this is epinephrine, adrenaline. Epinephrine, noradrenaline. So this is the adrenaline hormone, which has nothing to do with absorption. Vasopressin, correct. As I said, vasopressin is responsible for what? Facultative absorption of water from primary urine. Thyroxine? No. It is produced by thyroid. Is responsible for what? Calcium metabolism, calcium regulation. Right. So, facultative absorption of water from primary urine is influenced by the hormone. Androgens, male hormone. Epinephrine, adrenaline hormone. Vasopressin, that is ADH, which regulates. Thyroxine and thyrocalcitonin. Thyroxine is responsible for, thyrocalcitonin is responsible for calcium regulation. Thyroxine is responsible for regulation of what? BMR and growth in children. So thyrocalcitonin regulates calcium level. Right, thyroid produces thyroxine and thyrocalcitonin. So thyroxine is responsible for what? Regulation of BMR and growth in children. So that is the option C is correct. Option C. The facultative absorption of water from primary urine is influenced by the hormone called vasopressin. That is option C is correct. In Dithecus anther, moving on to question number 6. In Dithecus anther, each pollen sac contains 1000 mmC microspore mother cell. What is the total number of pollen grains produced by the anther? So the very word itself will tell you. Dithecus means what? Dithecus anther means having 4 pollen sacs. So each mmC divides to form what? 4 microspores, of which 3 degenerate and 1 form the pollen grain. So 2 anther lobe. Dithecus means what? 2 anther lobes have how many pollen sacs? 4 pollen sacs. 2 each. So 4 pollen sacs. Contains what? 4 mmC. Contains 4 mmC and each mmC forming 1 pollen grain. So in one Dithecus anther, 4 pollen grains are formed. So from 1000 mmC, we will get 4000 pollen grains. 1000 into 4. 1000 into 4 will get 4000 pollen grains. But there are how many pollen sacs? 4 pollen sacs. 4 pollen sacs here. So 2 anther lobes will have what? Dithecus means what? 2 anther lobes will have how many? 4 pollen sacs. So 4 pollen sacs into number of pollen grains. So it is 16,000. The number of pollen grains produced by the anther is 16,000 pollen grains. 16,000 pollen grains. So what are the options given here? Option 1 4,000, option B 8,000, option C 16,000 and option D 32,000. So option A 4,000 is wrong. So you have to get how many Polangaras? 16,000. B 8,000 wrong. Option C is how much? 16,000. It is correct. Then option D 32,000 is wrong. So option C is correct. So option C is correct. Question number 7. Identify the correct equation of Hardy-Weinberg law. So Hardy-Weinberg, it's also as we call it as Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium. What does this Hardy-Weinberg law or equilibrium state? This principle states that the genetic variation in a population will remain constant from one generation to the next generation in the absence of the disturbing factors. So in the absence of disturbing factors, so it will be that the genetic variations in a population will remain constant until and unless they are not disturbed by any disturbing factors. So the equation is what? P plus Q is equal to 1. That is the sum of the frequency of both the alleles is what? 100%. So option A, P plus Q is equal to 1. Option B, P minus Q is equal to 1. And P plus Q whole square is equal to 1. And P minus Q whole square is equal to 1. So option, what is the equation? The correct equation is what? P plus Q is equal to 1. So option A is correct. Option B is wrong. Option C is wrong. And option D is wrong. So option A is correct. So equation P plus Q is equal to 1. Moving on to question number 8. The relative contribution of various greenhouse gases to the total global warming is given in the following diagram. You can see the diagram here. So here, as you know, greenhouse gases include what? What major is what? Greenhouse gases main is water vapor. Then carbon dioxide, methane and nitrous oxide. So in this diagram, you find that 60% is carbon dioxide. 60% is carbon dioxide. Then 20% is methane. A is carbon dioxide, B is methane and 14 is chlorofluorocarbons. Chlorofluorocarbon, that is CFCs. Then D is C is CFC, that is chlorofluorocarbon. Then D is nitrous oxide. Nitrous oxide, N2O. So here, which is the option which is having? So A is carbon dioxide, B is methane, that is CH4, C is CFCs, then D is what? Nitrous oxide. Which is the option having A carbon dioxide, B methane, C CFC, D nitrous oxide. Moving on to the first one. A is carbon dioxide, correct. Here A is carbon dioxide, correct. Here A is CFC, so this is wrong. Here also A is CFC, so this is wrong. So we need to see from only A and B because the first option only is wrong in C and D. Right? As I said, you have to do the analysis like this. So check out for the answers from the 4 options. Like if you find the first one is correct, just mark that option. Then go for, suppose in all the 4, the first option, the first answer is correct, go to the next. So that is how you can make a guess, right? So here, then B is methane. Here also it is there. And here CFC is there. B is CFC, wrong. So obviously which will be the, so A is CO2, B is CH4, then C is CFC, D is nitrous. So obviously the option A is correct. Option A is correct. Question number 9. In plants, lateral roots arise from epidermis, you know it is option A, epidermis, hypodermis, endodermis, C, and D, pericycle. So epidermis, you know it is the outermost layer. Then hypodermis just below the, next to what? Next to epidermis. Next to epidermis is hypodermis. Below epidermis you call it as hypodermis. Endodermis just below the cortex. Below the cortex is endodermis. Just below the endodermis we have this pericycle. Below the endodermis. And it is this pericycle which will give rise to what? Lateral roots. If you can just see. So you can see this. So this is called pericycle. So this is epidermis. This is hypodermis. This is endodermis. So from which layer you can see the lateral roots arising? From the pericycle. From the pericycle. So in plants the lateral roots arise from epidermis. A, wrong. B, hypodermis, wrong. C, endodermis, wrong. D, pericycle is correct. So option D is correct. So option D is correct. Moving on to question number 10. Find the sequence of binding of the following amino acyl tRNA complexes during the translation to mRNA transcribed by DNA segment having the base sequences 3' TAC AT GG G TCC G 5'. So we have to find the sequence of binding of the following amino acyl tRNA. Right? So here choose the correct answer showing the correct order of alphabets. So here A is AUG, B is UAC, C is CCG, then D is GGU. The codon of the template strand of the DNA is transcribed into mRNA by RNA polymerase. If the DNA template has the codon with base sequence, so this is the base sequence. That is 3' TACAT GGG TCC G 5'. So what will be the mRNA codon? So mRNA codon will be what? If it is T, it is A means it is U, C means G, A means U because it is mRNA. So T is transformed into what? Thymine is replaced by uracil. So T means A, G means C, GC, GC, TA, CG, CG and GC. The sequence of tRNA codon, what will it be? A means U, U means A, G means C, U means A means U. Here you can see. A means U, then C means G according to the base equivalence rule, as you know. DNA means what? A with double bond with T, T with triple bond with G. If it is RNA, A with double bond with U, C with triple bond with G. Right? So here A means U, U means A, G means C, UA, AU, CG, 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 AU, GC, GC, CG. So here you will UAC, AUG, GGU and CCG is the correct order. So first one should be UAC, second should be CAU, third one should be GGG, fourth one UAC, AUG, GGU. So GGU. So CCG is fourth. So which is the option where you get first one UAC? Option UAC is B. Next, AUG, you should get AUG. Which option? A. Here it is there. So option A. Then GGU, here D. GGU is D. Then CCG, that is here you can see CCG, that is C. So which is the option which is correct? BADC. BADC. So what you have to do, choose the correct answer showing the correct order of alphabets. So it is BADC. So option A Option A is what? A, B, C, D, wrong. Option B is correct. B correct, A correct, D correct, C correct. Then C, C, D, A, B, A, wrong. Then D, D, C, A, B, wrong. So option B is correct. Option B is correct. Moving on to question number 11. Match the plant structures given in the column 1 with the plants given in the column 2. Column 1, A, Prothallus, B, Microsporophyll, C, Protonema, primary endosperm nucleus. So Prothallus is what? It is found in pteridophytes. Then Microsporophyll you find in gymnosperms, that is yes. Protonema found in mosses, that is bryophytes. Then P, primary endosperm nucleus, as you have come across in angiosperms, that is R. So A is Q, B is S, C is P, and D is R. So which is the option which is having this combination? AQ, BS, CP, DR. Go to the first option. AQ, here it is AR, BP, CS, DQ. So obviously it is wrong because the first one only is wrong here. Go to the second one. Here also you can see AS, it should be AQ. So this is wrong. Here you go for this. AQ correct, BS correct, CP is wrong. Again wrong. DP is wrong. Go to option D. AQ correct, BS correct, CP correct, DR is correct. So option D is correct. Option D is correct. Moving on to question number 12. Snow blindness is caused due to, as you all know, due to the greenhouse gases, and due to the use of more of CFCs, we come across that there is a depletion in the ozone layer. And what will happen if there is a depletion in the ozone layer? Then the dreadful rays called UV rays is going to fall on the Earth's surface, particularly on the ice and snow. So that when the UV rays fall on the ice and snow, it will lead to called snow blindness, which is also called as arc eye. It is also called as photokeratisis. Photo means what? Light. Keratitis. And it is a very painful eye condition. It is a painful eye condition, and it is due to what? It is due to ozone. So what is the options given? A, ozone hole, nuclear winter, acid rain, and due to greenhouse effect. So it is mainly what? Ozone hole. Nuclear winter? No. So ozone layer correct. B, nuclear winter wrong. C, acid rain? No. It is greenhouse effect is wrong. So it is due to what? Ozone hole. So option A is correct. Option A is correct. Option A is correct. A person who has allergy, the type of antibody produced in his body is. Moving on to question number 13. A person who has allergy, the type of antibody produced in his body is. So as we know, there are 5 types of antibodies, and I think all of you know that it is also called as what? IG means what? IG stands for what? Immunoglobulin. Antibody is also called as what? Immunoglobulin. So there are 5 types of antibody. Immunoglobulin A, immunoglobulin M, D, G and E. So the immune system interacts to allergens by producing what? Antibody IgE. So whenever a person who has allergy, the type of antibody produced in his body is what? IgE. And these antibodies they travel to the cells to release chemicals causing an allergy reaction. So what are the options given here? IgA, Option A is IgA, option B IgG, option C IgE, and option D IgM. A, G and M are the type of antibodies found in the colostrum, right? So the option is what? IgE. Option B is correct. So option A, IgA is wrong, IgE is wrong, and IgD is wrong. So option B is correct. That is IgE. So that a person who has allergy, the type of antibody produced in his body is what? IgE. Moving on to question number 14. Elution means what? Elution means separation of DNA fragments on agarose gel, cutting and extraction of DNA bands from the agarose gel, making the DNA bands visible under UV radiation, isolating alien DNA from the choice organism. So what is elution? Elution means what? The removal or separation of one material, that is cutting, from another, especially with a solvent. And next is what? The process of extracting. One is cutting, the other one is what? Extracting a substance absorbed to another by means of a suitable solvent or a buffering agent, as in column chromatography. So it is cutting and extraction of DNA bands from the agarose gel. So option A is what? Separation of DNA segment. Wrong. On the agarose gel, it is cutting and extraction of DNA. Correct. Making the DNA bands visible under UV radiation. Wrong. D. Isolating alien DNA from the choice of the organism is wrong. So option B is correct. Elution means what? Cutting and extraction of DNA bands from the agarose gel. Moving on to question number 15, the edible part of the fruit of apple. I think all of you have studied in first PUC. Fruits have been broadly classified into true fruits and false fruits. True fruits develop from the ovary or from the gynoecium. False fruit do not develop from the ovary, that is, they are derived from the accessory floral parts. What might be the accessory? It might be the receptacle or thalamus, right? Other than the ovary is what? Thalamus. Other examples you can give for false fruit is what? Cashew nut, jackfruit and pineapple. So the edible part of the fruit of apple is what? Thalamus. It is thalamus. So option A. Option A is thalamus. Option B is pericarp. Pericarp is the outermost layer of the fruit. Endocarp is the inner layer of the fruit. And involucre is nothing but the cup-like structure. So here, what is the answer then? So it is derived from what? Thalamus. Option A is correct. So option A, thalamus is correct. Question number 16. Identify the microorganism that can produce biomass of protein. So many species of bacteria have been investigated for use in single cell protein production, right? So one called Methylophilus methylotrophus bacteria. It is usually used as what? It is used as animal feed. Why? Because it produces what? More favorable protein, more protein composition. So what is the question asked? Identify a microorganism that can produce biomass of protein. So that is composition than yeast and bacteria. Therefore, the large quantity of SCP animal feed can be produced using bacteria. So which is the name of the microorganism? Methylophilus methylotrophus. So what are the options? Monascus purpureus, wrong. Aspergillus niger, wrong. Then C, Methylophilus methylotrophus, correct. Then Trichoderma polysporum, it is a fungi, wrong. So which is the option which is correct? It is C. C is the correct answer. C is the correct answer. Moving on to question number 17. What is the function of the enzyme recombinase during meiosis? Option A, formation of synaptominal complex. B, crossing over between non-sister chromatids. And option C, condensation of chromosomes. And option D, alignment of bivalent chromosomes on equatorial plate. So this recombination enzyme are genetic recombination enzymes. And what is the role played by these enzymes? These enzymes catalyze directly the sensitive DNA exchange reactions. Between what? Between short target site sequences that are specific to each recombinase. And this recombinase helps in what? Helps in crossing over between non-sister chromatids. It helps in what? During meiosis, it helps in what? Helps in crossing over between non-sister chromatids. So option A, formation of synaptominal complex, wrong. Crossing over between non-sister chromatids, correct. Option B is correct. Option C, condensation of chromosomes, wrong. Alignment of bivalent chromosomes on equatorial plate, wrong. So option B is correct. Option B. What is the function of the enzyme? Recombinase during meiosis helps in what? Crossing over between non-sister chromatids. Moving on to question number 18. Identify from the following group of animals which exhibit estrous cycle. All of you know there are two types of reproductive cycle. Two types of reproductive cycle. One is called the estrous cycle. The other one is called the menstrual cycle. So estrous cycle is seen in non-primates, whereas menstrual cycle is seen in primates. Right? So what is it? What is this estrous cycle? It is a reproductive cycle seen in the females of non-primate vertebrates. And you know, they also release certain chemical substances called pheromones to attract the opposite partners for the sexual reproduction. So usually you come across in animals like lion, deer, dog, cow, which are the non-primates, which exhibit what? Which exhibit estrous cycle. So which is the combination of animals given here? Option A, lion, deer, dog and cow. Cow, monkey, elephant and ape. So the ape and monkey come under, ape comes under what? Menstrual cycle. So monkey, ape, man and elephant, wrong. Then here lion, dog, monkey and ape. So here you can see primates and non-primates here. Here also you can see primates and non-primates. So B is wrong, D is wrong and C is wrong. Here you can see only non-primates. It's a combination of animals which are non-primates like lion, deer, dog and cow. So option A is correct. Option A is correct. Moving on to question number 19. The codons UUU and the codon UUC code codes for phenylalanine. It's an amino acid. As you all know that the triplet codon system codes for around 64 amino acids. But actually there are only 20 amino acids which is required to make a particular protein. So in that, what do you call it as the features of codon system, like universality, degenerate, right? Then non-ambiguous, non-overlapping, comma-less, all these are the features of the codon system, that is the genetic triplet codon system. So when the codons UUU and UUC codes for phenylalanine only. This feature of genetic. So here you can see that two codons are coding for phenylalanine. So when the multiple codons, so it is more than one, that is UUU, UUC, code for a single amino acid, then the property is called as degenerate or degeneracy. Degenerate. So this feature of the genetic code, the feature of genetic code is comma-less or non-overlapping or degenerate and non-ambiguous. So it is degenerate. So option A, comma-less is wrong. Non-overlapping wrong. That is degenerate is correct. Then D, non-overlapping is wrong. So option C is correct. Degenerate is correct. Moving on to question number 20. One of the following area is an example for secondary succession if the succession takes place in or on A. Abandoned farmland, B. Newly cooled lava, C. Newly created pond, then bare rock. All of us know in ecological succession there are two types of succession. One is called primary succession and the other one is called secondary succession. In primary succession takes place in a newly formed area. It is completely new, like the new ponds and bare rocks. Secondary succession occurs where there occurred some natural disasters. Due to some natural disasters, which reduces the ecosystem. The ecosystem might be reduced. So usually it includes what? Abandoned farmlands. So which is the option which is correct? One of the following area is an example for secondary succession. If the succession takes place in A. Abandoned farmland, correct. B. Newly cooled lava is what? Primary succession. The newly created pond is wrong because it is also primary succession. And bare rock is also wrong because it is primary succession. So the option A is correct. Abandoned farmland is an example for secondary succession if succession takes place in abandoned farmland. Hope you have understood the analysis of these 20 questions. So I'll be back with the next part. Thank you.